Hey, how's it going? Jason here, and in this episode we're going to be talking about nodes and internodes on your maples. I've got this maple right here, and today we're just going to talk about nodes and internodes and how you can use that to your advantage when shaping and pruning your tree. So the trick to working on your maples is just understanding how it grows. And once you understand how it grows or where it grows from, you'll be able to shape your tree and plan out the branch locations that you want it to grow. I've got this maple right here, this guy right here, a ton of branches. We're going to zoom in a little bit so we can see exactly where the buds come from and how you can use that or where to prune back so you can shape your maples. So I'm going to cut off one of these branches. I know I'm not going to use it later, so I'm just going to cut it off so I can show you an example. Okay, so let's just assume this is on its own. Put this aside. All right, let me clean this up a little bit so it's easier to see what I'm talking about. So basically, the buds come out of where the nodes are located. Right there, right here. Okay, on this thicker one, I'll flip this one around again. This one's a good example if I can keep it in focus. Right here, that's the node, and you can already see the buds coming out of there, and we get closer. Right there. And here's the internode, the section in between the nodes, right there. So now that you know where the nodes and then internodes are, now typically when you're ramifying your tree, or basically developing the branches on your tree, you want these internodes to get shorter and shorter. So usually when you're pruning back, sometimes you'll look for these, long internodes that you want to shorten up. And that's all you do is you cut it back, right there. And basically the two buds will come out of this section right here. You can kind of see they're going to come out of right there. And those branches are going to grow out like that. So for example, you've got three right here, 1, 2, 3. You can let these two develop. If you want to develop your branches without the three, you just want to save two. You can cut this one in the middle and save those two. They're going to come out this way and going out that way. And that's how you'll go develop your branch over time. Every season, every spring, and even in the fall when you decide to defoliate, you can do this every time as well. Okay, so the one thing you want to keep in mind is that you make sure to do this when the branch isn't too young. So if these branches aren't mature enough, if the growth is too young, it's too flimsy, if there's no wood inside the branch here, you won't develop the buds out of those nodes. And this branch would sit something like this on the tree. I'm holding up like this for illustration, but it would sit something like this on the tree. So if it's sitting like this, you can kind of do it by cutting all the stuff that's going up and develop the ones going to the sides like this. If this one's too long here, I could cut this one back and develop these two buds that are going to come out that are coming out already. The same with this one. If it's coming out too far this way, this is coming out too far. See this one out here? I could cut that one back, develop those two guys going this way. And if I even think that this one's too long, I can cut that back as well. But as you can see over time, you can create these Ys and they'll continue to branch out like that. So that's just a little quick tip on your maples. You guys probably seeing that your trees are most likely still in dormancy or about to pop out right now. But you can look and see where the nodes and the internodes are. And what you can do is you can start planning for the cuts that you're going to make, or you can make them right now since they're about to bud. On a more advanced level, if you're trying to develop branches that are going to come out far and you want them to thicken up, so say I've got large thick branches right here. It's hard to see through this mess because there's so many branches. If you're trying to thicken up a branch, let the whole thing grow out. Don't cut it back yet. Let the whole branch grow out and continue to grow. And when you're ready to cut back, when you get the desired thickness on the branch, say this one right here is pretty thick. When you get the desired thickness, then you can go back and start cutting in. Now, there's definitely some more complex things to maples, reducing leaf size, defoliating, all that stuff, how to thicken up branches, how to shorten the internodes. There's a whole bunch of other things that on maples that you can do. But for this video, I just want to go over the nodes and internodes to give you an idea at this time of the season, at least where to cut back on your tree to promote buds, to start to develop those branches to go left and right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that short video on nodes and internodes. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what to do on your maples during this season or during this time of the year. If you guys like the video, give me a like. Otherwise, thanks for watching.